The thunderclap shattered the silence of the midnight library, jolting Mia from her laptop screen where she'd been scrolling through her old classmates' perfect life, luxury vacations, a high-flying career, a picture-perfect family. Her heart raced as books tumbled from the shelves, and in the dim glow of her phone, she saw a shadowy figure dart between the stacks. Was it a thief? Or something worse? She froze, her breath shallow, curiosity pulling her forward despite the fear. As she crept closer, the figure vanished, leaving behind a single, yellowed envelope on the floor, addressed to her in elegant script, "The secret you've been seeking." Her fingers trembled as she opened it, revealing a note, "Stop looking outward. Happiness hides where you least expect." No signature, just a small key taped inside. What door did it unlock? And how did they know her name? Mia's mind spun. She was 28, a struggling graphic designer in a cramped apartment, always comparing herself to others on social media. Her best friend Sarah had the dream job, her sister Lena the loving husband, and she? Just endless nights of envy and self-doubt. The library was her refuge, open late for insomniacs like her. But this? It felt personal, targeted. She pocketed the key, glancing around, suspense building as footsteps echoed from the far end. Was the figure watching? She hurried out into the rain-slicked streets, the note burning in her hand like a clue to a mystery she hadn't asked for. At home, Mia examined the key under her lamp. It was antique, engraved with a tiny bird, freedom, perhaps? Twist, her phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number, "Use it wisely. The first door is closer than you think." Her pulse quickened. Who was this? She blocked the number, but curiosity won. Rummaging through her drawer, she found an old jewelry box from her grandmother, unopened for years. The key fit perfectly. Inside was a diary, her grandmother's, with entries about the trap of comparison and finding joy within. Mia's eyes widened. Had her grandma known this pain too? But as she read, a photo slipped out, her grandmother young, smiling with a man who looked like Mia's father, but the date was wrong, before her parents met. Confusion swirled. Mia's father had died when she was a child, a car accident, or so her mother said. But this photo suggested secrets. She called her mother, voice shaking. "Mom, who's in this picture with Grandma?" Silence on the line, then a sigh. "Some things are best left buried, Mia." Click. The line went dead. Suspense mounted. What was her family hiding? Mia paced, the diary open to a page. "I compared myself to my sister's life and lost my own happiness. Don't repeat my mistake." Twist, another text pinged, "Look in the mirror. The second door awaits." Mia whirled to her bathroom mirror, heart pounding. Scrawled in fog that shouldn't be there, "You're enough." She wiped it away, but the words lingered in her mind. Was this a prank? Or madness? The next day at work, Mia couldn't focus, her designs lackluster compared to her colleagues' award-winning ones. During lunch, she confided in Sarah, showing the note. Sarah laughed. "Sounds like a self-help gimmick. But hey, maybe it's time you stopped scrolling my feed and lived your life." Mia flinched. Did Sarah know how much she envied her? Twist, Sarah leaned in. "I envy you, you know. Your freedom, your creativity. My job's a cage." Mia stared, stunned. Sarah, perfect Sarah, unhappy? The revelation cracked her worldview. That evening, Mia visited Lena, her sister, whose home was a showcase of domestic bliss. But as they talked, Lena confessed over tea, "I see your independence and wish I had it. Marriage isn't all roses." Another twist, Mia's comparisons were illusions? The Keys bird engraving nagged at her. She dreamed that night of locked doors in a maze, each opening to scenes of others' lives that shattered like glass. Waking in sweat, she found a new envelope under her door. "The third door is in the park at dawn. Suspense built. Who was slipping these in? Was she being stalked? Dawn found Mia in the misty park, the key clutched tight. A bench bore a carved bird matching the engraving. Under it, a loose stone revealed a small box. Inside, a locket with her photo as a child, and a letter from her father. My dear Mia, if you're reading this, I've failed to tell you in life. Happiness isn't in others' shadows. It's in your light. Tears blurred her vision. Her father hadn't died in an accident, he'd left, faking his death to escape debts, but left clues for her. Twist, the letter continued, your mother knows. Forgive us. Mia's world tilted. All these years, the family's secret buried under lies. She confronted her mother that morning, locket in hand. Why hide this? Her mother broke down. He wanted you to have a normal life, not his mistakes. But he watched from afar, sending me updates. Suspense deepened. Had her father been the shadowy figure? Mia's phone rang, unknown number. She answered, voice firm. Who is this? A pause, then a familiar rasp. Your father, Mia. Meet me at the library tonight. Her breath caught. Alive? The man she'd mourned for 2 decades? The day dragged, twists piling. At work, her boss praised a design she'd dismissed as inferior, saying it surpassed expectations. Sarah texted an apology for her earlier snap, admitting burnout. Lena called, inviting her to a real talk dinner. Mia saw patterns. Everyone's life had cracks she hadn't noticed. Her comparisons had blinded her to her own strengths. But the meeting loomed, suspense like a knot in her stomach. What if it was a trap? Night fell, the library empty save for echoes. Mia entered, key ready. In the history section, a man stepped from shadows, older, but the eyes were her father's. Mia, he whispered, hugging her. Twist, I disappeared to protect you from my enemies, creditors who threatened us. He explained, faking the accident, living in hiding, watching her grow. But I saw your unhappiness, the scrolling, the envy. I left the clues to teach you what I learned too late. Happiness is within, not in comparison. They talked for hours, tears mixing with laughter. He gave her a journal, his own, filled with regrets of chasing others' successes. Stop comparing, Mia. Embrace your path. As dawn broke, he vanished again, promising occasional contact. Mia felt lighter, the burden lifted. She deleted social apps, focused on her art, found joy in small wins. Friends noticed her glow, asking her secret. Contentment comes from inside, she'd say. But the end twist, months later, sorting her father's journal, a final note fell out, I wasn't alone in watching. Your perfect friends? They were my messengers, planted to show you the illusion. Sarah, Lena, they knew my story, helped orchestrate the clues. True happiness? It's knowing no one's life is as it seems. Mia smiled, the ultimate revelation. Her journey wasn't solo, it was a loving conspiracy to set her free.